Good morning, everyone, and my title of lessons today will be Writing Like a Pro, both email in progress / status report basics. My name is E.Dawson, and today I'll be sharing two of my useful lessons that I learned in our technical writing class: how to write a professional email and how to write a progress / status report. These are the two skills that I know that I'll be using way beyond college, internships, jobs, or even just networking. I'll walk you through both of them step by step with real examples, tips, and the reasoning behind why they work. Now, why email etiquette matters. So, we all send emails, but sending a professional one takes more thought than just hitting send. Whether you're emailing a professor, a boss, or applying for a job, how you write says a lot about you. In our book, Technical Communications, Chapter 2 emphasizes the importance of understanding your audience and being respectful, clear, and concise. A poorly written email can hurt your reputation, but a strong email makes you look prepared and professional. This lesson really made me think twice before writing casual messages for serious topics. So, like a structure for a professional email. Here's what a good email should include. So, first, a short, clear subject line. Make it specific. Don't just say question. Expand it a little bit. You can say question about resume feedback, and then you can add something like a proper greeting. Use titles like Dear Professor Carter or Dear Professor Soto or Hello Mr. Davis. Now, next should be your main message. This should be short but complete. Say who you are, what you need, and keep the tone polite and respectful. Finally, close with something like best regards, sincerely, and don't forget your full name and any contact info. It's like a mini business letter, not a text. Now, on the next side, we will be comparing and contrasting. Now, first, we go on to the email mistakes you would typically have to avoid. So, typically being informal within your emails, using like yo or what's up or hey with no context, especially it depends on who you're talking to as well. So, for an example, with no subject at all. So, you email somebody saying, hey, I missed class. Can you tell me what we did? Now, no subject line, no greeting, no spelling errors, and it's vague and very, very demanding. Not spelling full words correctly, so on and so forth. Now, you could say the anatomy of a good email is, the subject is meeting request, portfolio review on July 12th. It's very specific so the reader knows what it's about. And the greeting is polite, so Dear Professor Lopez, I'm writing to schedule a portfolio review next week. I'm available Monday or Tuesday after 2 p.m. Please let me know what works best for you. Then you close with an outro. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Mr. Dawson or Ethan Dawson. Or, since we're William Patterson University, Pioneer Ethan Dawson. Now, this version is respectful, it's clear, it shows effort, really formal. It's the one that's more likely to get a helpful reply. And now, finally, for some quick tips for strong emails, a quick overview. Keep your tone polite, calm, respectful, even if you're frustrated. Avoid slang, emojis, or abbreviations like LOL or just the letter U itself. Definitely proofread before sending. Spell check doesn't catch everything. Use your school or professional email, not something like partygirl22@gmail.com. Respond promptly and follow up respectfully if someone doesn't reply. These small things add up and show you're serious about communication. That's the first big lesson. Professional email writing. It's honestly something that I use weekly, and learning how to structure it better has already helped me in other classes. Now let's move on to the second lesson. How to write progress reports. This one was covered in Chapter 7 of Technical Communication, and it taught me how to give updates in a clear, professional format. This is a skill I'll need in any job while working a team or a long-term project. A progress report is a short document or a message that explains what you've done so far on a task, what's left to do, and any problems and changes. It helps your supervisor or professor or team or any kind of higher up, like, they keep you or themselves updated. The book describes it as a way to show that you're on track or to ask for help if you're not. A good progress report shows responsibility, communication, and planning, all things that employers and higher ups in schools love to see. Now, for progress report basic structure, in which follows pages 111 through 115 in the textbook. For starters, who's it to, where's it coming from, the subject, and the date at the top. Next, you have the project description to remind the reader what the task is. You have your works completed, or in other words, the summary and the works completed. List of what you've done so far with dates and milestones. And now you have the work in which remains, explaining what you still need to do and your timeline. In some cases, you can add your problems, delays if something came up. It's okay to explain. And last but not least, you have to add your overall progress, kind of like your conclusion. So now here's an example of a progress report. So to Professor Soto from, you can say, myself, E.Dawson, my subject, graduation, progress report, today's date, so on and so forth. Purpose is to update you on my graduation status. I've completed 85 credits and I'm on track to graduate in spring 2026. Works completed, I've finished English 300 and several core art courses. With the work remaining, I still need to take Arts 390 and to complete my senior project. The problems, I have a scheduling conflict with Arts 390, but now the plans for that is to meet with my advisor next week to fix the issue. Again, a sample progress report, short, clear, and easy to read. Now, why these skills matter within the real world. Progress reports are useful in more than just school. If you're working on a long-term project like redesigning a website or editing a video or planning an event, you'll be expected to check in with your team or boss. Instead of waiting to be asked, sending a progress report shows initiative. It tells people you're dependable and organized. Plus, if there's a delay, it's better to be upfront than silent. That kind of honesty builds trust and helps people work with you, not against you. Now, and what these lessons taught me, email writing and progress reports taught me that good communication is about clarity, respect, and structure. It's not about sounding fancy. It's about being understood, in a professional way, of course. These are skills that I'll definitely use in jobs, internships, and more creative work. When I pitch a project, request feedback, or check in with a client, these lessons will help me come across as professional and reliable. They've also helped me feel more confident in what I write, and that's a very big deal. I hope this gave you a clear and useful guide to 2 important technical writing skills. I've already seen how these lessons make a difference. I know they'll continue to be helpful in the real world. If you have any questions or want help writing your own email or progress report, I'd be happy to share more. Thank you.